It's been another great week of spinning, Zwifting and road cycling for me personally. In world news, the headlines are the usual fun and games with Brexit and Trump's comedy capers. And oh yes, I booked a ticket to Mallorca. Yes, that's right, I'm off to Mallorca. Luckily, it's not in the immediate future. I've got about 9 months to prepare, so plenty of time to get fit. Last time I was in Majorca was September, October 2016. And to be brutally frank, I wasn't all that fit and I wasn't really prepared for it. The backstory is that I just spent 6 weeks out in New Zealand where I ate and drank like a king. I only did like about 6 rides, I think, in the entire 6 weeks, so nowhere near enough preparation. And then when I returned to the UK, I had 3 weeks to get ready. And I think I did about 2 or 3 rides while I was here. So consequently, I got out to Mallorca. My fitness wasn't great. And as you can imagine, after eating all of that stuff in New Zealand, I was rather heavy. Even though I wasn't the best prepared, the trip wasn't a complete disaster. I'd gone out there with a couple of my cycling chums and we did several rides which were very enjoyable, and notably we did a couple of mountains. So in particular we did the Col de Femina, which is the road from Palença up to the monastery at Look. I think that's about 7 kilometres at an average of 5%, and I managed that one relatively okay. And then we did the Col de Batala, which is the road from Selva up to the monastery at Look again. And off the top of my head, I think that's also about 7 kilometres with an average gradient of 7%. Now, I have to admit that I did struggle on that one a little bit. I think I managed a PR though, but it was pretty tough. The first part of the climb is quite steep and it's got some very tight hairpins. Then it kind of levels out for a little bit, and then it's back to the tight hairpins and the steep curves. And about 300 metres from the top, I just had to stop and catch my breath. So as I say, my upcoming trip is in September, October time. So I have plenty of time to prepare and get fit. And that will begin with me formulating some kind of training plan on how I'm going to go from where I am now, which is essentially not exactly completely unfit, as I've managed to claw a little bit back, to being a complete trained athlete. All in all, I'm really looking forward to this trip out to Mallorca in the autumn. My motivation at the moment isn't bad. It's been a lot better in the past, but booking these flights has really kind of motivated me and given that goal to aim for. I suppose, like all of us, we kind of lack motivation sometimes. Even though I really love cycling, but you know, like all things we love, you kind of fall out of love with it occasionally for one reason or another. And you just kind of need to get something to bring it back. And this is precisely what this Mallorca trip has done for me. Now, getting fit and getting the miles in on the bike is only half of the story. Now, of course, if I can lose a few kilos between now and the autumn, that will make climbing the mountains just that little bit easier. Now, I've kind of lost count of how many times I've talked on here about losing weight. I just need to shut up, start eating healthily and get on and do it. But with Christmas coming up, it's probably not that easy. So the strategy I'm going to take at the moment is try and be just a little bit good. So that means not going completely mad, and then really kind of putting some effort in after Christmas, like everybody else with their New Year's resolutions. Now, I'm not going to put too much emphasis on the weight loss side of things. That's not what these films are about. And to be honest, there are literally millions of other channels here on YouTube that cover this in minute detail and can do it far better justice than I ever could. When I started the YouTube channel, I wanted to talk about my love of cycling and how to get the most from it. and I'm currently trying to give the channel a bit of a revamp and a bit of an update. And seeing as it's as much your channel as it is mine, if there's anything that you would like to see or anything that you would like to know, please leave me a comment below. Thanks for watching.